Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 5th episode of Dumbbell Nan Moteru. And last episode, had a bunch of filthy casuals invading our gym, which was unfortunate because that means a lot of the good stuff is taken. But we experimented with like a chest machine or whatever, which Akemi was hesitant to give a try, but liked it when she did. Also, we worked out at Akemi's place. She has a pretty nice place. And the DVDs were a bit not greatest, but and also we broke chairs. We broke chairs. We ran at the beach. We didn't swim with the sharks for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, that's what happened with last episode. So let's just get into this one. 3, 2, 1, play. Well, I mean, it's a great event for this type of anime. I had a feeling you'd say that. Well, Hibiki, how about that? That was a face. 400-meter relay, ouch. Hibiki Sakura. Yeah, oh god, that's a face. I think we may have broken Hibiki. Origaimasu, so no, don't sing along with it. With most seasons, there's at least one show that tempts me to sing along, and this is probably the one with this season. I have to actively fight the urge. But I think we see that a teacher that was in the beginning of the episode, I think she was in that one shot in the opening with the other teacher. I think it's the same girl. You see her very briefly, but... So she might end up going to the gym as well. Pinching all that fats. Love the opening so much. The more I see her do that with her fan, the more I'm convinced it's Shuni. What's your sports day events? Maybe a 400-meter run? Are you upside down, Machio? You don't seem too concerned, Akemi. Oh wow, okay. Oh, that's a workout right there. Where do I sign up for that one? Sound effects. Sensei's part with you, being some of the same group. I don't think it was intended to be. He just kind of says things sometimes. That's what the show's about. Makes sense. Of course, the hamstring, yeah. Time for some macho education. Oh wow. So some nice stretching. Apparently not. Break muscle. Shouldn't break your muscles. Okay. I'm pretty sure I've seen this kind of machine before. Gotta make sure to make contact with that butt. Very important, don't forget. Whew. I see. I very much appreciate the demonstration. So let's get to it. Feel it. Are you okay, Sensei? Let's keep it up. I feel like I could write an entire paper of inappropriate jokes for this scene. Okay, Hibiki, I think you're fired up. I think she just wants contact with her butt, and that's what I think it's come down to. And I kind of want the same thing. Yeah, I figured. Man, she really was in it for the butt. That is great. I already told you pretty much have the perfect body, but you do you. Here we go. Got this. It's hard, trust me, it's rock hard. Oh god. It may be a little bit less hard now. Yeah, usually he just destroys the clothing. Oh. Yeah, I see that. Boy, do I see that. Oh. Well. Just don't interrupt her. Just gotta keep the groove. Keep up the momentum. Why did you have to mosaic it, though? Why you gotta be that way, show? Well... Yeah. Yeah, I mean, walking does take muscle. Maybe I can make a Princess Kiryu or something. Ow! Well, don't break the rub with your butt, Hibiki. That thing's a lethal weapon now. No words. An event where you capture girls with nets and get behind that. Also, remember to stay hydrated when you're sweating that much. Well, that's the important one, so... For Hibiki, at least. Of course. That's pretty bad. Oh, don't say that. Of course. I feel like I've seen that so many times in anime, I'm not even surprised anymore. The whole idea that this last event's conveniently worth like a bajillion points, so... The rest was pointless. Yeah, of course, Akemi. She's always the most dangerous. Yeah, she knows how good Akemi is. how good she is. She looks so excited to join her. Now we know how you've already been working, Hibiki. Well, let's see how you do. Yeah. Gotta work on those strings of ham. Okay. Oh. Well, yeah, but we got one. Okay, the movements are not necessary. You're throwing a lot of words at me. I don't understand. But I'll just nod. As long as it doesn't break furniture. Okay, it seems simple so far. Okay, yeah, I think I've seen this workout before. Seems simple enough. Yeah, all that. Yeah, and it won't break anything. It's great. Well, maybe I should give them a try then. I got her motivated. Keep it up, Hibiki. And then back to no. We're just not gonna learn a lesson about overdoing it our way. I cannot pronounce that word. Iliopacis. Is that even a real word? Man, it's gotta be close. It's almost like I'm watching a shonen battle anime all of a sudden. And well, oh, you missed it. How could you miss it? Come on, Hibiki. You had. What was she saying there? But she did get a head start there because that fumble. That's not a good thing. Hopefully we can overcome it. I'm guessing she tore her shorts again. That's what the other girl was trying to say. But anyway, we gotta focus on the race right now. And that chest was Akemi's, yeah. Oh well, we did our best. It probably would have been closer if we didn't drop it. Yeah, that's something, I guess. You still did well even if you didn't win, Hibiki. So, we're gonna explain to her what happened. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, I get why that's a rule, but still, that's unfortunate. Well, I mean, yeah, it's just unfortunate. People didn't even drop it, like they said. So, I don't know. How do you do that? Ooh, tickets. Man, time sure flies. Okay. What are we talking here? Like a hot springs trip, or... We'll definitely do our best to win. Triceps, yeah. Oh man. I wish I could do that. Not make girls walk away from me. I can already do that just fine. I meant the muscle thing. Oof, man, if only the camera was lower in that shot. Camera work needs work in this scene. I feel like we're missing the best bits. You should face me, Ayaka, but okay. Great idea, Akemi. It's a fantastic idea. But we still need to work on our camera placement. Please do, Hibiki. Please do. Yeah, this would not disturb anyone. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, that makes sense. You mean besides the view? I guess that's good. I don't know. Seeing you grows in the sun is definitely increasing my stiffness, and wow. Again, I am gaining slowly, not reducing it. Very important to do. There's way too much steam. I don't want to protest. I will enjoy it as best as I can. Whew. It's great, isn't it? We should do this more often. But hot springs are the soul of Japan. Are we gonna make this a contest? Okay. Trip to America. I mean, if you want to stay at my place while you're here, you can. Sauna revenge. Yeah, I was about to say, you're really starting to get pretty chummy with your students here, aren't you? You know, for somebody that didn't want to go to the same gym as them. Really? That's your goal? Yeah, I can keep that. Yeah, that's a pretty important warning for an anime like this that's trying to teach actual fitness education and stuff. It's a very good warning to have. So, let's see how this goes. Who's gonna lose? Who's gonna win? Who's gonna embarrass themselves? Again, it's trying to get a bit hot and sweaty. Very sweaty. Whew. Sensei seems to be pretty composed. I guess that's an adult for you. Wow, she's still keeping it together. Either are really tough or really good at acting, one of the two. Has she moved a muscle? Kind of a fight that involves just sitting down, not doing anything. It looks like Ayaka's out first. Out. Akemi, right afterwards. I mean, the way it looks like Sensei's gonna win by a landslide. Unless there's some sort of plot twist here. And man, she is just so sweaty. Well, maybe you should leave now, Hibiki, before you pass out. A month, a year, who knows? And Sensei's still fine, isn't she? What is your secret? Is this like a stand-in? Yeah, I don't understand how she's managing that. Does she have ice packs underneath that towel? I feel like we should check under the towel to make sure she's not cheating. Oh. Wait, is she like passed out already? Okay. Yeah, that makes a bit more sense now. She is basically dead. Hopefully this isn't where Sensei dies. So Hibiki did win in the end. She got that amazing prize. Look at the bright side, you could probably sell it to a Kemi for 1,000,000 yen. Point, you know. Nobody else cares about this. We're supposed to get your 1,000,000 yen in exchange, but oh well. That episode went by really quickly. This show has the best opening and ED combo of the season. Just gonna straight up say that. Because there are very few anime where I actively look forward to both the opening and the ED, but this is one of them. Macho, maso. Actually, I said macho, but you know what I meant. We will eventually meet our silver-haired girl, just not this episode. And we haven't met silver-haired girl or the one that's all hidden there behind the mask. When? When will we? What will the exercise be? Will it be the hamstring stuff or yeah? Bicycle crunch. Yeah, it was like elbow to knees, yeah. I definitely can't do that while sitting in my chair, so. I will give it my all in a sense. Yeah, I really do think I could actually manage this one. Because I have a very jiggly belly, and I imagine that this would help with that. They are so happy to be worked out. Man, we're really getting up there. Man, we're sweating. We're gonna last. And there goes the bus. I love the striking of a pose at the end. Very, very awesome stuff. Okay, that button. So that was the 5th episode of Dumbbell Nan Moteru. I can speak, sort of. Not well today, though. So, this episode, the running was actually kind of the big thing, because they had a sports festival, whatever, and Hibiki had to do the 400-meter relay. Well, it was a part of it, like, she wasn't the only one that was a part of it, you know. But she was like the end of it, you know, the anchor. So she had to do well with that, but she was like, my legs, I don't have the skeletal structure to do well at this. Me and Sensei were part of the group that sucks at running, so you know, we can't do it. I was trying to show my arm like being over an imaginary Sensei, but my arm was so far off camera, I don't think it really got across that well. But anyway, Machio made sure to explain to her, like, well, I mean, you can't do anything about your skeleton structure, but you can still work out muscles like your hamstring, accelerator, and all that, so yeah, just use this device over here. And yeah, TBK did. She was pretty into it. She liked the whole, you know, the butt part. Let's just call it that. That's what she liked about it. And she got pretty into it to the point where she tore some of her clothing, but that's nothing new for TBK in the show. It also happened when she was stretching at the pool a few episodes ago. But yeah, you know, just that was basically what we did for this episode, was prepare for the run. I did quite enjoy the demonstration of that too. Let's see, what was after that? Yeah, we just got to the, well, He went back, it's flashback to show her doing the bicycle crunches, I guess, but mainly we actually did our sports whistle after that, which Hibiki, her biggest rival, was Akemi, and they were pretty neck and neck for the most part. At least they would have been if it wasn't for the fact that the girl behind Hibiki dropped the baton, and Hibiki picked it up, which he shouldn't have done because she wasn't the one that dropped it, but that's one of those things where the rule makes sense, but in the heat of the thing and you're panicking, it's understandable to do that, but it did result in her being disqualified, so even if Hibiki had gotten there first, it wouldn't have mattered, I guess, so it's just really unfortunate how things turned out there. We also had some sauna stuff, which was a lot of fun. Whenever I see this sort of sauna competition, I always think of Danganronpa. You know, the first one, the only one that I've actually played of the Danganronpa games, the first one. But anyway, that's what it reminds me of. However, the sauna are a lot better when it involves all girls, of course, at least in my opinion, which is what matters because this is my channel. But anyway, yeah, they were all in the sauna. We learned a little bit about saunas and how they don't actually burn fat or anything. I guess that's just a misconception because people weigh themselves afterwards like, hey, I lost a little bit of weight, but it wasn't the lost fat, it was a losing weight through sweating. So, because I guess water weighs a little bit. Well, I guess when the body is mostly water, you know, I guess it can kind of make sense. But anyway, what was on the line of the competition was the tickets, and first it was Ayaka that lost, then Akemi, and then, well, it depends on how you look at it, because at some point, Sensei lost consciousness, or burned out, I think is what the sub said, but the point is, yeah, she was kind of dead, so she didn't really count. Hibiki was the winner, and she got that amazing shirt that Akemi wanted, so she just kind of gave it to Akemi, so I guess that, you know, now that I think about it, I made a comment about how she could, like, sell it to Akemi for a lot of money because Akemi wants it that badly, and Akemi's like an Ojo-sama, a rich girl, so that makes sense. However, I remembered now that Hibiki broke Akemi's expensive chair, so maybe, I guess we'll just call that even, you know? I think that's fine. You know, for an ecchi anime, I kind of wish it was a bit less, you know, sensory, if that makes sense, like all that fog and mosaicing over even just seeing the glimpse of panties underneath the shorts, and just because it is actually listed as an ecchi anime on MyAnimeLIst, I'm fairly certain I'll double check that real quick. I really should have had this open beforehand, but of course one of the few times I forget is when I'm going to actually plan to reference it. But yeah, comedy ecchi are, it's in my MyAnimeLIst tags, and yeah, I definitely do feel the ecchi, like I'm not gonna say it's not an ecchi anime because it qualifies, albeit barely. It does qualify. And I don't know, I just feel like it could show a bit more, but I already know that it's toned down from the manga anyway, so that's always unfortunate when that happens, but it's just so common, isn't it? Just a little bit of a complaint I want to make real quick, because this episode definitely reminded me of that a lot, because of just how much we had our half-naked sweaty girls and stuff, which I just love that sort of thing quite a bit. Just seeing, there was just so much sweats, just so much of it gets me so excited. But I think that's everything I wanted to say. We did the bicycle crunches in our final segment there, which is good because I think that is one of the, because as I watch this show, I am kind of thinking like, okay, which one of these exercises can I actually do? You know, which ones am I not worried that I'll screw up? Because, you know, some of the things they mention, they're like, okay, do this. If you don't do this quite right, you can damage yourself. And whenever I hear that in regards to a workout, I'm just kind of like, I pull back a little bit. But this is something I think, the bicycle crunch thing, I think is something I could actually do. that I wouldn't have to worry about breaking my spine or something because I did it slightly off. So that might be something I actually do, something I can take away from this. And man, yeah, I just skimming through the episode and at around, it was at 5:20. Yeah, 5:20. That shot of her butt, just, that was top tier. It's like those shorts are painted on, it almost seemed like. That was a good shot. But anyway, yeah, good episode. It went by really quickly, which is always a good sign. That means I was into it. And I was definitely into it, so. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.